Hello everyone. So one day I was going through my comment section and I found this one question that people are really confused about, and that is which bike to buy between the Duke 200 and Duke 250. So today I'm going to the KTM showroom and I will be taking a test ride of the Duke 250, and at the end I will tell you which bike should you buy between the Duke 200 and the Duke 250. So let's start. The very first thing that I notice is this bike is really refined. There are very less vibrations. Wow. But this bike feels like a proper naked because there's nothing in front. And this bike is really refined. By my 200 has a lot more vibration than this bike. Power is also good. And this slipper clutch, man, this makes the clutch lever feel really light. And if I compare it to my Duke 200, there's a lot more space on the bike to move around because the seat is big. The rear seat is also big, so the pillion is not falling on me, and he is also a little comfortable. And this clutch is once again really good because in traffic this does not feel heavy at all. And the styling of this bike is also pretty neat, and when they came out with this bike, the KTM people, I was like what next they could do with a bike like this, because the Duke was before also looking very good, but they overdid themselves, and the suspension is also pretty good. If I was on my Duke 200, I would have hurted myself here. It's pretty good, the suspension is pretty good. It's hard, but you don't have to worry about it. I saved my shoes. I was thinking I will have to put my feet down, but I saved my shoes. So after riding this bike, I've come to a conclusion that people who want to buy a Duke 200, I will suggest them to go take a test drive of this bike, because the 250 is by far a lot better bike than the 200, because the 200, the BS4 version, also has a lower top speed. This goes till 140, 141. So this is a better machine, and also it has new styling, better tank capacity, and the throttle response and everything is really good. Braking is also really good, and clutch is awesome. Suspension is awesome. You don't feel any jerks, and it is on the hard side, but the problem I have with my Duke 200 is that it gives you the bump directly, but this soaks up the bump. So this is a better bike. So this was my first impressions of the Duke 250, as the people were asking me. So it's an awesome bike. People who want to buy a Duke 200, please check out this bike first, because it is far better than my Duke 200. So talking about the Duke 250. So as I said before, the bike is pretty awesome. The suspension is really good. The brakes are really good. The engine is really good. There are very less vibrations. The engine is really refined. Thumbs up to KTM for that. And will I switch over to Duke 250 and sell my Duke 200 for that? The answer is probably yes, if I get the funds, because that bike is really good. I mean, it does not have that much vibrations. The bike has pretty good power, and also the suspension is really good. You see, on my 200, whenever I get over any bump or any bad section of road, it becomes really difficult for me to ride. But on that bike, it was soaking up bumps really well, and that bike has also very good suspension setup for cornering. So that's a thumbs up for that bike, and that bike is pretty good if you ask me. And for all the subscribers that were asking me that should I buy the 200 or the 250, my answer will be go for the 250, because it costs a little more, but that is a pretty good deal. And also the slipper clutch is really good. It makes the clutch really light, because on my Duke 200 in traffic it becomes a little irritable for me to always keep rolling the clutch, because it is a little heavy. So that was my verdict on Duke 250. Hope you people like this video. Please like, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below if you have any question. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.